67. Now, two questions are based on these directions. What is the first information we have? Sunita starts walking from point Z and walks 25 meters towards west. Now, this is the starting point of Sunita Z, and she walks how many meters? 25 meters towards west. Then she takes a right turn and walks for 30 meters. From here, she takes a right turn and walks for how many meters? 30 meters. First, Sunita started walking from point Z and walks for 25 meters towards west, and she then takes a right turn and walks for 30 meters. She takes a left turn and stops at point N after walking 10 meters. Now from here, left hand side, and she traveled for 10 meters and stops at point N. Now this is point N, and K is 20 meters to the north of N. Now this K is how much? K is 20 meters to the north of N. This is N, isn't it? Now if you take this is Z, 25, and this is 30, and this is 10, and this is N, isn't it? And this is N. Now what about this K? K is how many meters? K is 20 meters to the north of point N. As K is 20 meters to the north of point N from here, N, K is 20 meters to the north of point N. And K is 35 meters to the west of T. K is 25 meters to the north, 20 meters to the north of N. K is 35 meters to the west of T. 35 meters to the west of T means this Z and T must be the vertical straight line, because the total distance is how much? 35 meters. And T is 25 meters to the north of Z. Now this T is how many meters? 25 meters to the north of Z. Now the distance is 25. As this is what the information we have. Then question number 66. How far and in which direction is point Z with respect to point J? J with respect to J. Now we need to find out the distance between these two. What is the total distance here? 30 plus 20 is 50. And here in the reverse it is 25. Then what is left over here? And the 25 is left over. Hence the distance between J and Z is 25. And J is towards which direction here? Is point Z with respect to J. Z with respect to J means now we need to discuss about this Z. Z is towards south. Hence 25 meters towards south, choice 2. Then question number 67. And if Prem is standing at point B, now this B which is 10 meters to the east of J. Now B is how many meters? 10 meters to the east of J. And Mr. Prem standing at point B, which is 10 meters to the east of J. In which direction will you have to walk in order to reach point K? Now from here, now in order to reach this point K, now this person has to go first towards north, then towards west. North and west, northwest. Clear? North and west, northwest. This is north and this is west. And this person Prem should move towards northwest. Northwest choice 3, choice 5 is the answer. Now this is about question number 66 and 67. Then 68 onwards. Now question number 68 to 73. How many people are there? There are some 7 people. T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z have presentation but not necessarily in the same order on 7 different months, and starting from Jan, Feb, March, and so on. Now the months were given. Whenever the months were given, now we need to fix the months at the center. Jan, and next one, what is the next one here? Feb, Jan, Feb, March. Jan, Feb, March, April, July, August, April. Now this is July, August, and September. August and September. Hence in total how many months we have? There are 7 months, 7 people, and I have a presentation in these 7 different months. And next one, and each one of them also likes a different activity. Now 7 different activities were also there. And so how many parameters are there in this one? There are 2 parameters. The first thing what we need to identify is the person, and the next one his activity. Clear now? Then coming to condition number 1 here. The one who likes meditation has a presentation in one of the months before April. Now before April, tell me how many months we have? There are 3 months. Jan, Feb, and March are the 3 months, isn't it? And the one who likes meditation has a presentation on one of the months before April. That means there are 3 different possibilities. and the one who likes meditation as a presentation in the month which has 31 days. Now before April, 31 days means how many possibilities we have? There are only two. One is Jan, the other one is March. Now Jan and March, now we need to find out this one, meditation. Hence how many possibilities we have? And this meditation can be in the month of Jan or can be in the month of March. Hence there are two possibilities to this meditation. And next one, only two people have a presentation between the one who likes meditation and the one who likes baking. Now only two people between meditation and baking, hence in the first case baking is here. And only two people between meditation and baking, hence in the second case baking must be at this place. And Y has a presentation immediately after the one who likes baking. Y is immediately after the one who likes baking. Next one. Y has a presentation immediately after the one who likes baking, and only one person has a presentation between V and Y. Now between V and Y, tell me how many people are there? There is exactly one person. Hence V can be either here or here. In the first case, we are having two different possibilities to this V, and in the second case, we are having only one. And V has a presentation in a month which has 31 days. V is having a month which is having 31 days. Then V cannot be in the month of September. As V cannot be in the month of September, hence we are left with only one case. And next one, only three people have a presentation between V and the one who likes calligraphy. Between V and calligraphy, there must be exactly three people. Hence, in the first case, the one who likes calligraphy must be in the month of September. And the next one, V and calligraphy. And in the second case, the one who likes calligraphy must be in the month of Jan. And next one, the one who likes sewing has a presentation on one of the months before V. On one of the months before V, and sewing can be here. Now in this one, sewing can be either here or here. There are two possibilities. And the one who likes sewing does not have a presentation in a month which has 30 days. Does not have a month which has 30 days means April cannot be here. As April cannot be here, hence sewing must be in the month of February. Done with this? Cannot have, which does not have 30 days. And the one who likes sewing does not have a presentation in a month which has 30 days. Does not have a month which has 30 days. And Y does not like photography. And Y does not like photography, hence photography is ruled out. Hence Y does not like photography. Photography cannot be in the month of September. And T has a presentation immediately before the one who likes photography. Now T is immediately before the one who likes photography. Hence these two must be adjacent to each other. Now T cannot be at this place. T cannot be here. And T cannot be here, isn't it? And T cannot be here. Then what is the only possibility we have? T must be in the month of Feb, and photography must be in the month of March. Done with this one? And T and photography. And in the second case, now T cannot be in the month of August because photography cannot be in the month of September. And next one, T. Yes, there is a possibility for this T here, and T and photography. And what is the other possibility? Now if photography is here, then T will be here, or if photography is here, T will be here. How many possibilities are there in the second one? There are two possibilities. And T has a presentation immediately before the one who likes photography. And the one who likes photography has a presentation in the month which has 31 days. Photography has a month which has 31 days. Hence, in this one, photography July or April. Now, out of this April is not possible to this photography. And the one who likes photography must be in the month of July only, isn't it? Now, this is photography. And if it is photography, then T must be immediately before the one who likes photography. Clear now? Photography and T. And next one, the one who likes photography has a presentation on one of, and in the month which has 31 days. Only one person has a presentation between photography and X. Now between photography and X, there must be exactly one person, hence X must be here. Between photography and X, there must be exactly one person. Hence in the first case, X must be in the month of Jan. Clear now? And next one. And W has a presentation on one of the months before X. W has a before X, but not in the month which has least number of days. Hence, in the second case, W must be in the month of Jan. And but whereas in the first case, it is not possible because X itself in the first month. And this case is completely got ruled out. Now we are left with only one possibility. The next one. And U has a presentation immediately before the one who likes drawing. U is immediately before the one who likes drawing. U cannot be in the month of Feb. Hence, U must be here. And this is drawing. And if this is drawing, then what is the other thing left over here? calligraphy, sewing, meditation, photography, baking. Yes, tell me what is the other thing left over here? Knitting. Now the one who likes knitting has a presentation in the month of April. Clear now? And tell me who is the person left over here? And the person is left over will be T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Hence, Z is the person left over, and Z in the month of Feb. Clear now? Now this is about question number 68. 68 to 73. Yes, shall I explain the questions or not required? Yes, 68 to 73. First, write down this arrangement. Now, once you have done with this one, then question number 74 to 78. Yes, question number 74 to 78. Tell me how many of you have done this one, 74 to 78. Those who have completed, please raise your hand, 74 to 78. How many of you have done this one, 74 to 78? Then 74 to 78. Yes, tell me, shall I explain this one or not required? Now in this one, how many friends are there? In total, there are some 8 friends. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H are the 8 persons and willing to go a tour. Now question number 74 onwards. Now 8 persons, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H are willing to go tour, and all of them are seated around a circular table and then sitting for lunch in a straight line, isn't it? Now these 8 persons first seated around a circular table and then in a row, sitting arrangement in both the cases, and then sitting for lunch in a straight line. Now it is a combination of circle and arrow. And next one, then find out the sitting arrangement in both the cases. Some of them who are sitting in circle are facing away from the center, and persons who are facing away from the center are not seated adjacent to each other. Clear now? Yes, what is the information here? 8 persons are there. Now these 8 persons are seated around a circular table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and out of which. Now one more information given. What is the information here? And the persons who are facing away from the center are not seated adjacent to each other. Then with the help of this information, tell me how many persons are facing the center and how many persons are away from the center? Amma? 4 are facing the center, 4 are away from the center. Why 4 are facing the center? Why 4 are away from the center? Because adjacent persons are not facing away from the center nature. Now let us take for example, this person is away from the center. వీళ్ళిద్దరు ఎలా ఉండొచ్చు చెప్పండి, టువార్డ్స్ ద సెంటర్. అండ్ ఇఫ్ దిస్ పర్సన్ ఈజ్ టువార్డ్స్ ద సెంటర్, వీడు మళ్ళీ టువార్డ్స్ ద సెంటర్ ఉండొచ్చు కదా. వీడు ఏవే ఉన్నాడు అనుకుని వీడు టువార్డ్స్ ద సెంటర్ ఉంటుంది. ఇజన్ ఇట్ వీడు ఏవే ఉంటే వీడు టువార్డ్స్ ద సెంటర్ ఉండదు. ఎంతమంది ఉండొచ్చు చెప్పండి? ఎస్, ఇన్ దిస్ డయాగ్రామ్ టెల్ మీ హౌ మెనీ పర్సన్స్ ఆర్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ ద సెంటర్? 3 persons. Whether the given condition is valid or not. Now this person is away, now this person is away, this person is away, and no 2 persons who are facing away from the center are sitting together. Mari 4 ఎందుకు చెప్పారు? Isn't it? First question అందుకే అడిగాను. Now tell me how many persons are facing towards the center and away from the center అని అడిగితే మీరు అందరూ 4 అన్నారు. అక్కడితోనే ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది. Isn't it? Now here it cannot be more than 4. Can be 4 or lesser than 4. 3 ఒక కేసు ప్రూవ్ చేసే కదా. 2 ఉందనుకోండి, వీడిని కూడా నేను సెంటర్లో కూర్చోబెట్టేసి ఓన్లీ 2 persons are away from the center. Or only 1 person, వీడిని కూడా సెంటర్లో కూర్చోబెట్టేసి. Isn't it? Hence from that information we cannot able to infer that one at all. Isn't it? Now if you have started with 4 and 4, there is a case of getting this one or there may not be a case of getting this one. Hence we cannot infer this information from the above case. Done with this? అందుకే మీరు అది చేసి ఉంటారని సే మిమ్మల్ని అడిగా. ఎందుకంటే 4 తీసేసుకుంటారు మీరు. Isn't it? But it need not necessarily be in all the cases. Done? And next one. Hence we must be very careful regarding these statements. Then next one. Some of them who are sitting in a circle are facing away from the center, and persons who are facing away from the center are not seated adjacent to each other. And here at the same time, and the persons who are facing towards the center is also not adjacent to each other. And apur teesukochu 4 and 4. Isn't it? But yes, here only the persons away from the center are not facing towards the center. And next one, and no 3 persons who are facing the same direction are not sitting adjacent to each other. Isn't it? Now 3 persons who are facing the same direction are not sitting adjacent to each other, and persons who are sitting in a straight line are facing towards north. This is what the information provided. Now this is just the basic description of the arrangement. Then the conditions are, first one, F is seated third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B in a circle and sitting at any ends of the line. Yes, so who is sitting at any ends of the line? F is sitting at any ends of the line, isn't it? Now here it is a combination of, if you observe the statements here, now in each and every statement the combination of the statements related to circle and a line is given, isn't it? Rather than separating that one, and he has discussed this one in detail. That means in a combination of this circle and line is given. Then F is seated third to the right of the one. F is seated third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B. F is seated third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B. Now these persons are facing towards north because they are sitting in a line. Isn't it? Here he is discussing about whom? F is seated third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B in a circle and sitting at one of the ends of the straight line. Now F is at one of the ends of a straight line. F is at one of the ends of the straight line. Tell me how many possibilities we have? Two possibilities. F can be either at the left end or F can be at the right end, isn't it? Now G is seated second to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of D. G is sitting second to the right of the one who is seated to the immediate left of D, and he is seated second to the left of the one who is seated to the immediate right of FB in circle and a straight line respectively. Now here has discussed about two cases. What are those two cases here? Now the first one, G is seated second to the right of the one who is seated immediate left of D in the circle. Now this is related to circle. And next one, and means the G is sitting second to the left of the one. G is seated second to the left of the one who is to the immediate right of B in a circle, in a straight line. Are you following this one or not? Now this one is related to circle, and the next information, and he is and economy. Now these persons are in a straight line. Clear now? Cheppandi, follow here leda? Now again, once again, G is seated second to the right of the one who is seated to the immediate left of D. Immediate left of D in a circle, isn't it? Respectively, because the word respectively is given in the same order. And the next information, and he is. He is means here we are talking about whom? G. Now the G is seated second to the left of the one who is seated to the immediate right of B. Immediate right hand side of B, there is a person. To this person, second left hand side is G is here. Done with this? Hence these two persons, G and B, are adjacent to each other, and G is to the immediate left hand side of B. And C is seated third to the left of G. And C is seated third to the left of G. G who is seated to the immediate left of E in a straight line and circle respectively. Again in a circle and square and circle and line respectively. Now C is sitting. Now the first one is related to what? C is seated third to the left of G in a straight line. Now C is seated third to the left of G in a straight line, hence C must be here. C is seated third to the left of G in a straight line, isn't it? Now C is seated third to the left of G in a straight line, and G who is seated to the immediate left of E in a circle. Now G is to the immediate left of E in a circle, isn't it? Next one, D is sitting to the immediate right of, and D is to the immediate right hand side. Immediate right of the one who is seated second to the left of F, but not in circle. But not in circle means now in a straight line. Now in this one, D is seated to the immediate right of. D is to the immediate right hand side of whom? D is to the immediate right hand side of the one who is seated second to the left of F. Now seated second to the left of F is this person to the immediate right hand side of this D. That means earlier we had discussed about one point. What is that point here? Why am I discussing all this one rather than starting the arrangement? Arrangement ekkada nenu start cheyaledu. Enduku cheyaledu cheppandi? Because it is a combination of circle and row. Anduke cheyaleda? Enduku cheyaledu? Now there are two possibilities at the same time. One more information, I am searching for one information. What is that information I am looking at? Facing center or away from the center ekkada ichchada leda chusukuntunnam. Anduke manaku cheptunnam. Now in this one, the persons, some of them are inward and some of them are outward. The first and foremost thing what we need to identify is that whether any person is facing towards the center or away from the center is given or not. isn't it? Now, till now, we could not able to find out that information. Still, I am searching for that information. And this is the reason why I am, okay, reading the entire information rather than starting. Antegani circle line ichchadu kabatti manam arrangement మనం ఫిక్స్ చేయలేదు, isn't it? Information ఇచ్చుంటే స్టార్ట్ చేసేవాడిని ఎప్పుడో. But as that information is not clearly specified, and now I am discussing about this. Now, one point on now what I can definitely say is that F is at the corner. F is at which corner? Left hand or at the right hand? Right hand. Now, F is at the right hand. Out of these 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, out of these 8 persons, and F is at this place. If F is here, D is here. If F and D end at these two places, then C blank blank G and B. C blank blank G and B and C blank blank G and B or C blank blank G and B, there are two possibilities. C can be either at the first place or at the second place, isn't it? Then C is sitting to the immediate left of A, but both are not facing the same direction. C is sitting to the immediate left of A, but both are not facing the same direction in a circle. And he is means C is seated out to the left of Z. Now C is seated out to the left of Z. And one of them sitting at the ends of the line. As one of them is means C and Z, between these two persons, one is at the end. Now G cannot be at the end because to the left hand side of G there are at least 3 persons, to the right hand side of G there is B. Isn't it? Hence G cannot be at the end, hence C must be at the end. If C is here, blank blank G. If G is here, B is the person left over. As B is here, now D, F and this one. Done with this? And one of them seated at the ends of the straight line. And only one person sitting between D and B in a straight line. Now D and B, how many persons are there? One person. Is that information required here? Not at all required. Though this information is not required, but he has given additional information. అందుకే ఒక్కొక్కసారి మనం క్వశ్చన్స్లో అడగచ్చు. Which among the following statements is not related, not required, redundant అంటాడు. Which among the following statements is redundant అంటాడు, or redundancy. What do you mean by this? Redundant means information that is not required. అప్పుడు చాయిస్లో ఇది ఎక్కడైనా ఇస్తాడు, isn't it? Then next one. And only one person is sitting between D and B in a straight line, and they are facing each other in a circle. Facing each other in a circle means now D and B are facing each other in a circle, facing towards the center, isn't it? అవునా కదా? ఎవరికి అనుమానం ఉంది మళ్ళీ? D and B are facing each other. Now sir, we two people are facing each other. Why are we facing each other? Because and we are opposite to each other. Now if I turn like this, are we facing each other? Isn't it? Now our positions are opposite, but whereas we are not facing each other. Hence whenever the word facing is given, then these two persons must be facing towards the center only, isn't it? Hence facing means both these two persons' faces are opposite to each other. Then only we call it as facing. Hence which two persons are facing each other? D and B are facing each other. As D and B are facing each other, hence let us start with this one or not? Ippudu information dorukindi. Now till now we are searching for this information. Finally we got that information that now D and B are facing towards the center. As D and B are facing towards the center, and D and B in a straight line and they are facing each other in a circle, H is seated second to the left of F in both the cases. H is seated second to the left of F in both the cases means now H must be at this place. H is seated second to the left of F in both the cases and not facing the same direction. As B is seated second to the right of E. B is seated second to the right of E in both the cases. As B is seated second to the right of E in both the cases, why am I extended this one? Because we are only two persons left over in this circle, in this line. అందుకే చదివించుకుంటే అది ఫిక్స్ అయిపోతుంది. Then who is the person left over here? A is the person left over. Now we have done with this line. Now we need to discuss about this circle here. Now in this circle, how many persons are there? In total we have some 8 persons. Now 8 persons are there. Now these 8 persons are seated around a circular table, and among these 8 persons, some of the people are facing towards the center and some are facing away from the center, isn't it? Some inward and some outward. Yes, tell me how many are inward and how many are outward? No information as of now. ఇందాక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను, అది 3 అని ఒకటి కూడా చెప్పారు, ఇద్దరు కూడా చెప్పాను, isn't it? Either one person could be 2 persons or 3 persons or 4 persons, isn't it? And at the same time one more information. What is other information here? Persons who are facing the same direction, 3 persons facing the same are not seated adjacent to each other, isn't it? That is one more information we have. And with that one, we can able to reduce the number of persons. Now here, now B and D are facing each other together. Now I am fixing B at this place. If B is here, D will be here. As B and D are in these two places, as the row arrangement has already been done, now we need to find out the circle. Now F is seated third to the right of the one. F is sitting third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B in circle. Second to the left hand side of B is this person, not to that person, third to the right. Third to the right means third to the right. F is seated third to the right. F is sitting third to the right of the one who is sitting second to the left of B is this person. Now to this person, third to the right hand side means F must be at this place. సరిపోయిందా? ఇక్కడే ఉండాలా ఇంకే వేరే పాసిబిలిటీ ఉందా? ఇక్కడ ఉండకూడదా చెప్పండి? ఉండొచ్చు కదా. వీడి సెంటర్ అయితే దెన్ F will be here. If this person is away, F can be here. ఫిక్స్ చేసేస్తున్నారు మీరు. Done? Now, as there is no space left for here, now let us fix this one. ఇక్కడ ఫిక్స్ చేద్దాం. ఇంకా స్పేస్ ఉంటే కొద్దిగా మనం డిస్కస్ చేయడానికి ఇంకా స్కోప్ ఉండేది. Then F is seated third to the right of the one, third to the right of the one who is seated second to the left of B. B is second left hand side, but whereas B is facing the center, the second to the left of B is facing the center or away from the center is not known. Isn't it? Then to the left of B in a circle and sitting at one of the ends. And next one, G is sitting. G is sitting second to the right of the one who is sitting to the immediate left of D. Left of D, and he is sitting second to the left of the one who is sitting immediately left of B in a circle. Now first one is related to circle here. Now G is seated second to the right of the one. G is seated second to the right of the one who is sitting to the immediate left of. Immediate left hand side of D is, who is this person here? This person. Now to this immediate left hand side of this D, whatever this one, G is seated second to the right. Now G is seated second to the right hand side of this one. Hence if this person is here, second to the right. Second to the right, ఇప్పుడు ఎవరు ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? Now who is that person? G. Now tell me this person is facing towards the center or away from the center? Why towards the center? Because if this person is away from the center, G and F must be in the same place, which is not possible. Hence now I can able to finalize the direction of this one. And who is this person here? G is this person. Now G is sitting second to the right of the one who is sitting to the immediate left of D. Immediate left hand side of D is this person, isn't it? And to this person immediate second to the right hand side of G. Then what is the direction of this G? G is outside. Why G is outside? Because three persons who are seating the same direction cannot be adjacent to each other. Now D and this person are facing towards the center, and this person must be away from the center. Then what about the direction of this person? And this person must also be away from the center, isn't it? Then as of now, how many we got? Two persons are away from the center. As two persons are away from the center, now this person is towards the center. This person is towards the center. Then what happened to this one? This person must be away from the center. And as of now, how many we got? Three away. Then what about this F? F at Bakundal Japan. Why it is inside? Why can't it be outside? Because this person is already away from the center, this person is inside. Now we can able to finalize the directions of this. Done with this? Then next one. And B in a circle. C is seated third to the left of Z. C is seated third to the left of Z. C is seated third to the left of G means G is away from the center. C is seated third to the left of G. G who is sitting to the immediate left of E in a straight line and circle. Now in the circle means the second case. What is the second case here? G who is to the immediate left of E. Now G is to the immediate left hand side of E. And so where should this E? E must be here. As the immediate left hand side, this E must be facing towards the center only. Done with this? Now we have done with this one. And two more persons. And who are the remaining two? A and C. And C is sitting to the immediate left of A. C is to the immediate left of A. And both are not facing the same direction in a circle. Do we require this information? Isn't it? Now A and C are adjacent to each other. And A and C are adjacent to each other. Then tell me C is seated to the immediate left of A. If A is here, now tell me what should the position of A? If A is here, C will be here. Then C is to the immediate left of A. Or if A is here, then C will be here. Then also C is to the immediate left of A. Hence regarding these two persons, now the positions of these two persons cannot be identified. In both the cases, A or C, the information is valid. ARC, ARC. If ARC is done, now we are left with who is the other person here? H is the person left out. ఇంకా మొత్తమే చదవనే లేదు, అయిపోయింది. ఇంకేనా మిగిలిందండి? ఇంకా ఇంకే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంది. C is. Now C is seated third to the left of Z. And C is seated third to the left of Z. And one of them in a straight line. అది straight line కదా. Now, this one. Now C is sitting immediate left of A, but is second one, no? Oh, fine. Now C is sitting third to the left of Z. C is seated third to the left of Z. Who is sitting to the immediate left of in a straight line? And circle respectively. Circle అంటే now immediate left of G ఏది ఉంది చూసారా? థర్డ్ కాదు. Who is sitting to the immediate left of E? అది circle. And C is to the immediate. Now once again here. Now C is sitting third to the left of Z. Third to the left of Z in a straight line. అయిపోయింది కదా. G who is sitting to the immediate left of E. G is to the immediate left of E in a circle. సరిపోయింది కదా. G is to the immediate left of E in a circle. Clear? ఇంతకుముందు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను అది. అమ్మ మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వడం కాదు, నన్ను చేస్తున్నారు మీరు. డన్. నా ఎర్లియర్ ఐ హ్యావ్ డిస్కస్డ్ అబౌట్ దిస్ సెట్. ఇంతకుముందు నేను ఒకసారి చెప్పాను, మీకు ఎంతవరకు గుర్తుందో కానీ నాకైతే గుర్తుంది. అమ్మ చెప్పామా లేదా? మరి చెప్తే ఇప్పుడు ఎందుకు చేయలేదు? డన్. అప్పుడు మనం చెప్పినప్పుడు ఏంటి చెప్పండి, మొత్తం అంతా డిస్కస్ చేసి చెప్పాను. నౌ దిస్ మస్ట్ బి ఎ స్మాల్ ఇంప్రూవ్మెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ వన్ అండ్ దిస్ వన్. అందుకే నేను మొత్తం చదవనివ్వలేదు మీకు. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? నేను 2-3 సార్లు చేస్తే నాకు ఇంకో ఐడియా వచ్చి ఉంటుంది. అందుకే ఇక్కడ ఫైనలైజ్ చేస్తాను. నౌ హియర్ ఎట్ ద టైమ్ ఆల్సో ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ ద సేమ్ క్వశ్చన్, హౌ మెనీ పర్సన్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్వర్డ్ అండ్ అవుట్వర్డ్ అంటే 4 అని ఫిక్స్ చేశారు మీరు. మరి ఇప్పుడు కూడా అదే ఫిక్స్ చేశారు. అందుకే కొన్ని ఐ విల్ ఆస్క్ యూ పీపుల్ టు కీప్ సంథింగ్ యాజ్ రిమైండర్. ఈ సెట్ అవుట్ పెట్టుకోండి, ఇండివిజువల్ మళ్ళీ చేయండి. ఈరోజు అని కాదు, వెన్ ఎవర్ యూ ఫీల్ సమ్ టైమ్ ఫర్ యూ, జస్ట్ వర్కౌట్ దిస్ వన్ వన్స్ అగైన్. ఇంకొకసారి చేయాలి. Done with this one, and this is about question numbers 74 onwards. Now question numbers 74 to 78. Done? Yes, first write down this arrangement. And only one person sitting between D and B in a straight line, and they are facing each other, and H is seated second to the left of F. H is seated second to the left of F in both the cases. H is seated second to the left of F in both the cases. Now this information is also not required within the circle. అవునా కదా? మనకి లైన్లో అయితే మనకు కావాలి H is seated second to the left, but it's here. Now that information is not required because finally H is the only person left over. That person must be left hand side. And H is seated second to the left of F in both the cases and not facing the same direction. And H and F are not facing, that is also not required because we have initially finalized the directions of these persons. And next one. B is sitting second to the right of in both the cases. B is seated second to the right of in both the cases and facing the same direction and facing the same direction, but not seated at the extreme ends of the line. As B is sitting second to the right of in both the cases. Ikkada information undi manaki. And facing the same direction. That means B and E are facing the same direction. Earlier we have taken one assumption. Ikkada మనం ఫిక్స్ చేసేసాం ఇక్కడ F ని. F ఇక్కడ మన అజంప్షన్ కింద తీసుకున్నాం బికాస్ ఈ ఈజ్ ఫేసింగ్ ద సెంటర్ ఆర్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ ద సెంటర్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ నోన్. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? ఇక్కడ ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కూడా ఇచ్చాడు. బి అండ్ ఈ ఆర్ ఫేసింగ్ టువర్డ్స్ ఫేసింగ్ ఈచ్ అదర్ అండ్ బి అండ్ ఈ ఆర్ ఫేసింగ్ ద సేమ్ డైరెక్షన్, దెన్ ఈ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఫిక్స్డ్. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? ఇంకా ఈజీగా అయిపోతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ టైం డిస్కస్ చేసినట్టు ఈ పాయింట్తో స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాం. డన్? అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 74 to 78. And there is every chance of getting these type of questions in your IBPS examination because these days if you observe here from the last 2 years, now he is trying to combine two different topics in a single set. Isn't it? That means comparison along with row arrangement will be given or floor arrangement along with row arrangement will be given. Ilan type of questions are necessary. Rendu topics in కలిపి ఒక single question ఇచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది కాబట్టి circle and row we have put this one. Okay? And next one, this is about question numbers 74 to 78. Then 79 onwards. Almost 78 question number. Now question number 78. What is the position of E with respect to C? Position of E with respect to C cannot be determined. Isn't it? Why cannot be determined? Because the position of C cannot be determined here. That is not at all fixed. Cannot be determined, choice 5. Key వేరే ఉందండి ఇది. Here's question number 74 to 78 then. 79 to 83. Now question number 74. And who is facing away from the center? And tell me who are the persons who are facing away from the center here. Away from the center. And again, yes, tell me here, away from the center. And EHA, E and H are facing away from the center, that is false. And G, C and B. B, G and B are, B is facing towards the center. H, C and A. H, C and A, C and A, both these two persons are not facing away. G, H and C. Now G, H and C. Now this also we cannot able to determine, isn't it? Again, the position of the C cannot be identified. It's 74 and 78. Then 79 to 83. Question numbers 79 to 83. 8 friends are there. And G, H, I, J, S, T, U, and V are seated in a straight line, but not necessarily in the same order. Some of them are facing north, while some of them are facing south. How many are north and how many are south? No information related to that one. And but whereas some of them are facing north and some of them are facing south is given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then G, H, I, J, S, T, U, and V are seated in a straight line, but not necessarily in the same order. Some of them are facing north, while some of them are facing south. Only 4 people sit to the right of you. As only 4 people sit to the right of you, tell me, where should this U must be? Only 4 people sit to the right of you, U can be here. If U is here, then this U must face towards which direction? Then this U must face towards north. Then only 4 people sit to the right of U is valid, isn't it? Then what is the other possibility we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 4 people to the right hand side of U. If U is here, now this U must be facing towards south. And so how many possibilities we have? 2 possibilities. Then only 4 people sit to the right of you. H sits second to the left of you. Now in the first case, H is seated second to the left of you. And in the second case, H is seated second to the left of you. And next one, V does not sit. H sits second to the left of you. And I sits third to the left of V. I is seated third to the left hand side of V. And V is not an immediate neighbor of you. V is not an immediate neighbor of you, V cannot be here, isn't it? And V does not sit at any one of the extreme ends of the line, V cannot be here, isn't it? Now V is not an immediate neighbor of you, V cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. Then in the first case, tell me what is the possibility we have? No. Tell me whether V can be at this place or not. If V is here, then U and I must be in the same place, which is not possible. Hence V cannot be here, hence V must be at this place. Are you getting my point or not? Yes, tell me where should this be? V must be at this place. And again coming to this one, V cannot be here, and so on, cannot be here. Now V cannot be at this place, because if V is here, I and U must be in the same place, not possible. Hence V must be here. If V is here, I is here, isn't it? Again the direction, I sits third to the left of V. As I is seated third to the left of V, I is here. I is seated third to the left of V. In the first case, V must be facing towards north. And in the second case, I is seated third to the left of V. Now this V must be facing towards south. Then only I sits third to the left of V is valid. Done with this? Now we have finalized the direction of this V and the positions of I and V. I sits third to the left of V. V is not an immediate neighbor of U. V does not sit at any one of the extreme ends of the line. And G sits second to the right of V. As G is seated second to the right of V, now in the first case, G must be at the right extreme, and in the second case, G must be at the left extreme, isn't it? And G sits second to the right of V. Next one. G and V face opposite direction. G and V are facing opposite means In the first case, V is north, G is south, and in the second case, V is south and G is north. V and G are facing opposite directions. And next one, both the immediate neighbors of J faces north. Both the immediate neighbors of J are facing towards north. Then tell me where should this J? J cannot be at this place, J cannot be at this place because immediate neighbors are there. That means J cannot be at the extreme end. Hence, where should this J? J must be here. Now, both the immediate neighbors of J are facing towards north. Hence, J cannot be here because V and U are facing south. J cannot be here because V is facing south. And J cannot be here. Hence, in the second case, there is no place left to this J. And the second case is ruled out. Now, we are left with only the first one. And both the immediate neighbors of J are facing towards, are facing north. J does not sit at any one of the extreme and southern end. This information is not at all required. Why? Because here he is talking about both the immediate neighbors of J. Hence, J cannot be at the extreme end at all. And person seated at the extreme ends face the same direction. Hence, this person, whoever the person here, that person must also be facing towards south. And next one, and immediate neighbors of H face the same direction. Immediate neighbors of H are facing the same direction. Now this I and this person must also be towards south. Immediate neighbors of H facing the same direction. And next one, immediate neighbors of U. Immediate neighbors of U face opposite direction. U's immediate neighbors faces opposite, I is south and J must be towards north. And immediate neighbors of U face opposite directions. S faces the same direction as J. S and J are facing the same direction here. Now this S must also be facing towards north. As S is facing towards north, S cannot be at the left extreme. And S is here. Now if S is here, then who is the person left over? T must be here. And immediate neighbors of U face opposite direction. And S faces the same direction as J. And immediate neighbors of I face opposite direction. Immediate neighbors of I are facing opposite means U and H are opposite. U is north and H is towards south. Now this is how these 8 persons were seated. And whatever the direction of this S faces the same direction as J. S and J are facing the same direction. J is north, S is also towards north. Done with this? And again, this is again important because in this one, you can able to determine the directions of these persons. By use avutuntadi. Hence, please mark this one as a reminder. For further practice, you need to work out this one as well. Now this is about question number 79 to 83. Then 84 to 86. Question numbers 84 to 86. Yes, completed writing down this. Next one is 84 to 86. Now in this 84 to 86, this is based on blood relations. S is the mother of J. Now tell me how to represent this one. S is the mother of J and J is the husband of M. J is the husband of M. M is the wife of J. And J is the husband of M. M is the wife of J. K is the only son of M. Yes, K is the only son of M means how many children this M is having? No information. As of now, but whereas as many children are there, but there must be only one son. And K is married to you. K is the only son of M. K is married to you. K is a male. Hence, U is a female. And D is the father of you. And whatever this D is the father of you. Now this D is the father of you. D is married to Z. Now D is married to Z means D and Z are married couple. Z is a female. How is S related to K? Now K is father's mother. Father's mother is grandmother, that is choice 1. Then 85, how is Z related to K? How is Z related to K? Z's daughter, daughter's husband is, how is Z related, Z related to K. How is Z related to K means now our answer should be regarding this Z. How is Z related to K? That means K's wife, wife's mother. Wife's mother means spouse's mother. Spouse's mother, mother-in-law, choice 5. Done with this? Mother-in-law. Next one, question number 86. Now in this 86, if K is the brother of X, K is the brother of X. As K is the brother of X, K and X are siblings to each other. Then what is the gender of this X? Female, because this K is the only son of his parents. K is the brother of X, then how is X related to you? X related to you. U's husband's sister. Husband's sister is sister-in-law. Sister-in-law choice 4 is the answer. Sister-in-law, that is choice 4. Now this is about question numbers 84 to 86. Then 87 to 92. Now in this question numbers 87 to 92, as done with this one. Question numbers 87 to 92. How many of you had done this? 87 to 92. Chesarani? 87 to 92. Then how many persons are there? D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Are the 7 people, and they like 7 different TV series, namely Quantico, Friends, Casual, Homeland, and so on. Next one. And each of them works in either of the 3 studios. How many studios are there? Only 3 studios. How many persons are there? 7 persons. 7 persons, 3 studios are there, which implies that it comes under which category? It comes under common parameter. It must comes under common parameter. Common parameter means then how to determine whether it belongs to common parameter or not. Now 7 persons are there, only 3 studios are there, which implies that more than 1 person belongs to each of the studio. Hence it comes under common parameter. What is the necessity of identifying this one? Then we need to draw the diagram. Which diagram should be drawn? Diagram ఎలా draw చేసుకోవాలి? Common parameter, we have to divide this one according to the parameter, isn't it? Yes, tell me what are the parameters we have? We have 3 parameters. What are those 3? Regal, and regal is one. Regal. Next one is aura, and next one is focus. And focus. And so how many are there? There are only 3 studios are there, 7 persons, and there are 7 people, namely, and they are working in these 3, isn't it? Each of them works in either of these 3. That means these 7 persons are working in only these 3. And any other information here? Aura and focus. Each of them works in this one. Aura and focus with at least 2 of them in a studio. At least 2 means, yes, what do you mean by this word at least? At least means 2 or more than 2. Then tell me what are the different possibilities we can have? 7 persons, minimum 2 must be there. That means 2. In one of the studio there must be 3. Now first, if you could able to determine in which studio there are 3 persons, we can able to determine the remaining 2 as 2 and 2. Isn't it? And the possibilities will be 2, 2 and 3 in any order. And none of the information given is necessarily in the same order. Only one person works with the one who likes arrow in regal. Yes, tell me how many persons are working in regal? Only 2. Well, who are those 2? Only one. See here. Only is given. Only one person works with the one who likes arrow in regal. In regal, how many persons we have? There are only 2 persons. Who are those 2 persons? And arrow, the one who likes arrow, and one more person. And so how many persons are there? There are only 2 persons. Only one person works with the one who likes arrow in regal. In regal, there are only 2 people. And H works with the one who likes firefly. Now H and firefly must be adjacent to each other. H and firefly. Now tell me whether H likes firefly or not. Whether H likes firefly or not. Why it is no? Because here he is talking about 2 different persons. So are those 2 persons? One is H, and the one who likes firefly is the other. ఇక్కడ ఇద్దరు గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు. ఎలా మాట్లాడి చెప్పిన హెచ్ అనేవాడు ఫైర్ఫ్లై లైక్ చేసేవాడు అంటున్నాడు. అంటే ఇద్దరు గురించి మాట్లాడాడు, ఒకటి గురించాం. దెర్ ఆర్ 2 persons. H is the one, and the one who likes firefly is the other. Hence, H and H works with the one who likes firefly. And H and then H and firefly, tell me where should this H and firefly? Now can H and firefly be in the regal studio? Why it is no? ఓన్లీ వన్. మీ క్లాజ్ అది. నేను ఇక్కడ హెచ్, ఇక్కడ ఫైర్ఫ్లై రాసా, సరిపోలేదండి? యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో నేను ఫర్దర్ ఇంకా వెళ్ళట్లేదు. యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో నేను క్వశ్చన్ కూడా ఇక్కడే అడిగా, లాస్ట్లో అడగలేదు. ఇజెంట్ ఇట్? యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో ఇక్కడికి వచ్చే టైంకి హెచ్ ఫైర్ఫ్లై ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చా ఉండకూడదా? ఉండొచ్చు కదండి. ఎందుకంటే మీరు ఇది రాసిన వెంటనే ఇక్కడ ఉండకూడదని రాసేస్తారు మీరు. ఇజెంట్ ఇట్? నౌ ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ ద థింగ్స్ వేర్ యూ విల్ కమిట్ దీస్ మిస్టేక్స్. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ యారో ఆల్రెడీ వచ్చింది కదా, ఇంకిద్దరు ఉండరు కదా అనేసి నెక్స్ట్కి జంప్ అయిపోతారు మీరు. ఇజెంట్ ఇట్? ఇప్పుడు యారో ప్లేస్లో హెచ్ పెట్టుకుంటే ఇక్కడ ఫైర్ఫ్లై మనకు ఆల్రెడీ ఖాళీ ఉంది. ఇజెంట్ ఇట్? హెన్స్ వీ కెనాట్ డెఫినెట్లీ సే దట్ వెదర్ హెచ్ అండ్ ఫైర్ఫ్లై కెన్ బీ ఇన్ రీగల్ ఆర్ కెనాట్ బీ ఇన్ రీగల్. డన్? Then next one. And next, what is the other information we have? And arrow. And firefly, neither H nor D like arrow. Now neither H nor D likes arrow. Hence H and D cannot be here. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఉండకూడదని చెప్పచ్చు. Isn't it? Next one. And the one who likes casual works with the one who likes quantico, but both not with H. That means the one who likes casual and works with whom? And works with the one who likes quantico, and these two persons, but not with H. That means H and firefly is one, and casual and quant, and this quantico must be in the other. Now tell me whether this casual and quantico must be in Regal Studio or not. Regal Studio lo undocha leda? No, because there are two already were given, casual and quantico. It cannot be in that one. Hence, if H and firefly is in RO, and casual and quantico must be in focus, or the vice versa. Done with this? Then D works only with J. Now D is working with whom? D is working with only J itself. As D is working with only J, now D and J are the only two persons who are working together. As tell me, where should this D and J be? Ekkada undochu D and J? As only two persons D and J are working in a studio, then tell me, where should this D and J? Can D and J in Regal or not? Definitely in the Regal. అని చెప్పలేం. వైబీకి ఇక్కడ టూ ఉన్నారు, ఇంకో దగ్గర కూడా టూ ఉన్నారు కదా. ఆ టూ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నారు అనుకోండి, అక్కడ మనకి డి అండ్ జే రావచ్చు, ఇక్కడైనా డి అండ్ జే రావచ్చు. యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ ఐ కెనాట్ డెఫినెట్లీ సే, isn't it? And D works only with J. Neither D nor J likes casual. Neither D nor J likes casual, and so D and J cannot like casual. As D and J cannot like casual, and the other possibility is what? H and firefly. Now, H and firefly cannot be here, because if H and firefly is here, D, J and H will be together, which is not possible. Hence, now I can able to fix this D and J in this Regal. Final chesara leda? Now D and J in Regal, and next one. And E works with the one who likes homeland. Now E works with the one who likes homeland. E and homeland must be together. And E works with the one who likes homeland. E does not work in focus. As E does not work in focus, and so where should this E? E must be in R. Now this E works with the one who likes homeland. Then tell me, how many persons are working in Ara? How many persons are working in Ara? Maybe two, maybe three. As of now, we cannot say anything regarding this one. And E works with the one who likes homeland. Homeland, E does not work in focus. E neither likes firefly nor quantico. E neither firefly nor quantico. And E cannot be firefly, cannot be quantico. Isn't it? Next one, I does not work with the one who likes homeland. I cannot be in this one. As I cannot be in this one, where should this I must be in this focus only, because D and J are in Regal, and I cannot be in Aura, and I does not work with the one who works in homeland, and I does not like quantico. As I does not like quantico here, isn't it? And F works with the one who likes curves, and F works with the one who likes curves, and F and curves must be here. As F and curves must be here, then H and firefly, tell me, where should this H and firefly be? H and firefly ekkada undo cheppandi. Now this casual and quantico. Now this casual and quantico, this E does not work in focus, isn't it? And E neither likes firefly nor quantico. As E neither likes firefly nor quantico, hence E cannot be here, and E cannot be here. Hence E cannot be in this one, then where should this E? And E must be this. Cheppandi, E ekkada undo cheppandi. E cannot be quantico. Then this casual and quantico are the only two persons in that one. Hence where this E and quantico, and homeland is already here. Hence this must be casual and quantico. Out of which I does not work with the one. I does not like quantico. As I does not like quantico, I must be casual. If I is casual, now this must be quantico. Hence in this one, how many persons are there? There are only two persons. If there are two persons here, there must be three persons. Done with this? Now in this. Saripindandi? Now let's go through this one information once again. Only one person works with the one who likes arrow in Regal. Only one person in Regal. And H works with the one who likes firefly. H likes with the one who likes firefly. H likes with the one who likes firefly. Tell me, where should this H? H likes with the one who likes firefly. Hence firefly and H must be in this one. Isn't it? and out of which who is, and whatever this H here, and E does not work in focus. E neither likes firefly. As E does not like firefly, hence E must be what? E must be scrub. If E is scrub and this is firefly, isn't it? And H and firefly means, and whatever this H must be homeland. And if H is homeland, then who is the person left over here? F. And where should this F? And F must be at this place. And H works with the one who likes firefly, neither H nor D likes arrow. The one who likes casual works with the one who likes quantico, but not with H. No, but not with H. And D works only with J. D and J are in the same. Neither D nor J likes casual. And E works with the one who likes homeland. And next one, E does not work in focus. E neither likes firefly nor quantico. I does not work with the one who likes homeland, isn't it? And next one, I does not like quantico. And F works with the one who likes scrubs. F likes with the one who likes scrubs. Then any information regarding this D and J? Neither D nor J likes casual. As neither D nor J likes casual, D and J likes casual, that is completely ruled out. Okay, very information ಏನು ఉందండి? Then who is the other person left over here? G. Hence G must be here. G is here. G and this one, arrow is here. If arrow is here, then what is the other thing left over here? Arrow and firefly. Firefly and friends. Now this person must be friends. As this is friends regarding D and J, any information regarding D and J? D does not. D works with and D does not casual. D does not, D neither J nor casual. And D works with only J. Neither D nor J likes casual. Isn't it? And E works with the one who likes homeland. E does not work in focus. E neither firefly nor quantico. And neither H nor D likes arrow. Yes, D does not like arrow. And so D must be friends. If D is friends, J must be arrow. Done? As clear? Now this is about distribution, that too common parameter. And again, after going to your home, work out this one on your own without seeing the solutions. And in fact, almost all the sets are, okay, a little bit difficult. Hence, you need to practice this at your home. And this is about question numbers 87 to 92. Then after this 87 to 92, next one, 93 to 97 done? 93 to 97. Now this 93 to 97, earlier that was given in your examination question. 93 to 97. Now how many boxes are there? There are some 7 boxes. M, N, O, P, Q, R, and S are kept one above the other but not necessarily in the same order. And each box is of a different shape. Square, triangle, rectangle, hexagonal, cylindrical, pentagonal, and octagonal, but not necessarily in the same order, isn't it? Now in total we have some 7 boxes. Now these 7 boxes are stacked one above the other. Then we need to identify which box is above which box, the order of these boxes, at the same time the shape of these boxes as well. Done? And the triangular box is kept immediately above S. As triangular box is kept immediately above S here, now S is at this place, triangular is immediately above S. S is here, triangular is immediately above this S, and only 2 boxes are kept between triangle and square box. And so how many are in between triangle and square? There must be exactly 2. Exactly 2, 1, 2, and this is triangular. Triangle and square. Now this is square box. And triangular and the square box, and only 2 boxes are kept between. And as of now, లేదు కదా మనకి. And more than. Only 2 boxes are, the triangular box is kept immediately above S. And only 2 boxes are between triangle and square box. Triangle and square box. The triangular box is kept immediately above S. Now triangle is immediately above S. Now S is here. Now this triangular box is immediately above S, isn't it? Triangle is immediately above S. Only two boxes are between triangle and square. Triangle and square, only two boxes, and this must be square. And what is the other possibility here? If S is here, triangle is here, and only two boxes between triangle and square, 1, 2 square can be like this. Isn't it? And so how many possibilities we have? We have some two possibilities. Then more than two boxes are kept below the triangular box. Below the triangular box, how many are there? More than two. More than two means either it could be 3, 4, and so on. Isn't it? More than two boxes are kept below the triangular box. Only one box is kept between R and square. Now between R and square, in the first case, R must be here. And between R and square, there must be only one. There must be only one between R and square. Now the second one, I am writing down this once again because there is no space here. Square, blank, blank, triangle. Isn't it? Now this is S. Now whatever this R here, R is only one box is between R and the square box. Only R and square box, there is only one. Now in this one, R and the square box, R can be here. R can be here, that is one possibility, isn't it? R can be here, there is only one between R and the square box. Then what is the other possibility we have? Now square is here. Then blank, blank, and this is triangle, and this is S, and between R and square. R and square, there must be exactly one, this is one more. And so how many possibilities we have? Three possibilities. More than two. More than two below triangle. Now more than two below this triangle. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the first one there are 6. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the remaining two must be what? More than 2 means 3 or 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hence 6 and 7. Isn't it? Now in this one, below this triangle, more than 2 means at least 3. Now if you write 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it possible? Not possible. Hence this case is ruled out. Done? Next one. More than two boxes are kept below the triangular box, and only one box is kept between R and the square box. Between R and square box, how many are there? There is exactly one. R is not kept at the bottom of the stack. R is not kept at the bottom of the stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is at least one. R is not kept at the bottom. And next one. And the cylindrical box is kept immediately above R. Cylindrical is immediately above R. This is cylindrical, which is immediately above R. Now this is cylindrical, which is immediately above R. Cylindrical is immediately above R. Next one. Cylindrical is immediately above R. Only three boxes are kept between M and the cylindrical box. M and cylindrical, there must be exactly 3. 1, 2, 3. M is here, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And cylindrical N, only three boxes are between M and cylindrical. M and cylindrical, cylindrical is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Three boxes and M must be here, isn't it? And only three boxes are kept between M and M is kept immediately above hexagonal. M is kept immediately above hexagonal, hence in the first case hexagonal is H, and M is immediately above hexagonal, hexagonal is here. Are you following this one or not? And M is immediately above this hexagonal. Then what is the other information we have? And M is kept immediately above this hexagonal box. Only two boxes are kept between hexagonal and Q. Now between hexagonal and Q, how many boxes are there? There must be exactly Q and 2. That means Q is cylindrical, and hexagonal and Q. Now here in this case, Q is triangular. Only 2 in between. And the octagonal box is kept at one of the positions below Q. Octagonal is below Q. Octagonal is below Q. And so octagonal must be in these two places here. Now it can be in these two places. Octagonal is below Q. And next one, neither R nor M is an octagonal. Neither R nor M is an octagonal in the first case. The octagonal is at the bottom. Neither R nor M is octagonal in the second case. This S is octagonal. Are you following this one or not? And here it is octagonal. And next one, M is and only one box is kept between octagonal box and P. Between octagonal box and P, there must be exactly one. Now, there is exactly one box, means P must be here in the second case. But whereas octagonal and P P and Q must be in the same place. This is ruled out. And the first case is ruled out. Finally, we are left with the second case. And only one box is kept between octagonal and P. And O is kept immediately above pentagonal box. O is immediately above this pentagonal box. Now pentagonal and O hexagonal. And O is immediately above this pentagonal box. Tell me, where should this O? O is immediately above this pentagonal box means O is here. Then this will be pentagonal, isn't it? And this is pentagonal box. Then, yes, tell me who is the person left over here? N is the person left over. N is here. M, N, O, P, Q, R, and S. Then hexagonal, octagonal, triangular, pentagonal, cylindrical, square were done. Now we are left with rectangular. Rectangle must be M. Clear? By the time we read the information, we have to complete the arrangement. Now here, if you observe here, how we approach it to these type of questions. Ela start chestunam cheppandi. Today we have completely focused on how to start these puzzles. Dani meeda focus chesam. Why? Because this seems to be a little bit difficult. Now ee manaki ila vacche time lo meer em chestaru cheppandi, edo okadani fix cheyadani try chestaru. Is there any information regarding this fixation? Now this rectangular box is second from the bottom or fourth from the top. Alanti edaina information ichchadu ekkada ivvaledu. Ekkada ivvaledu kabatti manaki different possibilities teesesukovam. And not only in this one, now from day one onwards, we are focusing only on possibilities, because if you have started working on possibilities, definitely you get the answer. And if you are not getting the answer by taking the possibilities, which implies that the question itself is wrong. Suppose definitely. Andukani meer tappu chesarani manam cheppaledu. Hence, we need to focus on only on the possibilities. ఎక్కడైనా చూడండి మనకి రెండు పాసిబిలిటీస్ వస్తాయి. ఆ రెండింటి నుంచి మళ్ళీ ఇంటర్నల్ పాసిబిలిటీస్ వస్తే దాన్ని ఎలిమినేట్ చేసుకుంటూ పోతాం. Done. And again 93 to 98. Now you have to practice this one at your home. Sontaga cheyandi without seeing the solution on your own. And this one and that circle and row, isn't it? Now these two without seeing the solution. I have given the solutions for all these questions, isn't it? And still, if you have any doubt, and we'll keep this one in YouTube, then you can again watch this YouTube. ఎక్కడైనా మనకి డౌట్ ఉంది అనుకోండి, ఎక్కడైనా పాయింట్ దగ్గర మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి యూట్యూబ్ చూసుకోవచ్చు. సొల్యూషన్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా మీకు ఎక్కడో డౌట్ రావచ్చు, మళ్ళీ యూట్యూబ్లో చెక్ చేసుకోండి. డన్. అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ 93 to 97. ఎస్, కంప్లీటెడ్. ఎనీథింగ్ ఎల్స్ లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్ హియర్? 98 to 100. 98 to 100 completed. Fine. Then after this 65. Now 65, 61. Now question number 61 to 65. As 61 to 65. Now this 61 to 65 comes under quant area. Okay? Anagadan. Now question number 61 to 65. Now starting with this one, first one 61. Chapani. As any doubts in this 61 to 65? Or shall I explain all the 5? Then starting with the one question number 61. Make it fast then. Now 61 onwards, 3, 4.5, 18, 135 and so on. Now the numbers starting with 3 ending with 28350. That means the numbers are increasing at a very fast rate. It must be under product or combination. Then out of which 3 and 4.5 can be related or not. And so how can we relate this one? 3 into 1.5. 3 into 1.5. And 4.5 and 18. 4.5 into how much? Into 4. 1.5 into 4. And 18 and 135. 18 and 135. Tell me this is multiplied with how much? 18 and 18 into 7.5. Vastunda leda? 18 into 7.5. Then 1.5, 4, 7.5. Then we need to identify the relation among this. 1.5 and 4.5, what is the difference here? 2.5. And 4 and 7.5, 3.5. 2.5, 3.5, next one must be 4.5. 7.5 plus 4.5 is how much? 12. Now this 135 into 12. Now 135 into 12 means the last digit must be what? The last digit must be 0, isn't it? Hence 135 into 12. There are two choices with the zeros. Choice 4 and choice 5. Between these two, what is your answer? Choice 4. Why did choice 4? 135 into 10 is how much? 1300. And 2 more is added. That means 1300 plus 200 will be added. That means it will be around some 1500. And the choice 5 is 1980. Hence choice 4 is the answer. And no necessary for you to work out this one. అవునా కదా? చాయిసెస్ నుంచి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు చాలా వరకు మీరు. And this is about question number 61, it is choice 4. Then question number 62. Now in this 62, 330, 331, 336 and so on. Yes, what is the difference here? 1. Next difference is how much? 5. And 1, 5, 336 and 355 difference is how much? 19. 1, 5, 19. And next one 355 and 420. And 45 plus 20 is how much? 65. Then what should be the next one? Yes, anyone? చేశారా లేదా 1 and 5 ఏం చేశారు నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ డిఫరెన్స్ చేసి ఉంటారు 1 5 ఇక్కడ 4 నెక్స్ట్ ఎంత వచ్చింది చెప్పండి 5 and 19 14 నెక్స్ట్ 19 and 65 19 and 65 హౌ మచ్ 46 ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ దొరకలేదు మళ్ళీ ఇంకేం చేశారు 10 isn't it here 14 and 46 ఇక్కడ కూడా ఇదే చేసి ఉండాలి 46 and 6 minus 4 2 4 minus this will be how much 34 and here it is 24 is there any specific pattern here isn't it అందుకే ఆగిపోయారు మీరు ఇలా 7 కొండలు కట్టుకుంటూ పోయారు then next one now 1 5 19 65 how can I express this one into 3 plus now 19 and 65 how can I express this one 19 into 3 is so much 19 into 3 19 into 3 57 plus 8 and 5 and 19 5 into 3 15 15 plus 4 19 now 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3 plus 2 into 3 plus 4 into 3 plus 8 now 2 4 8 next one must be into 3 plus 16 now 65 into 3 is so much 65 into 3 65 into 3 60 into 3 180 5 into 3 15 195 195 plus 16 195 plus 16 211 fine అలా నోట్తో చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి తప్పైనా పర్వాలేదు hence what is your answer here 211 now this 211 should be added to this number 211 plus 420 211 plus 420 is 631 is it there in the choice or not 631 that is choice 1 is the answer now finally we need to add 211 that is 631 is the answer done with this now this is about question number 62 then 63 now in question number 63 200 102 as 200 102 number once decreased as the number once decreased then we need to go for into how much into 0.5 now whenever the number once decreased from there onwards it started increasing there are only two possibilities what are those two into 0.5 most of the cases or else into 1 minus something and into 0.5 plus how much plus 2 into 0.5 plus 2 102 and 157 102 into how much 102 into 1.5 and that will be how much plus 102 into 1.5 means 102 plus 51 and that is 153 plus 4 into 1.5 plus 4 next one 157 and 405 and 157 and this has to be multiplied with how much 157 and 400 means 157 150 into 2 300 again some 70 is added that means into 0.5 that means this has to be multiplied with how much into 2.5 into 2.5 plus how much plus 8 and next one 0.5 1.5 2.5 next one is 3.5 and here and what are the numbers we have 2 4 8 next one 16 now 400.5 into 3.5 plus 16 tell me what is your answer here 14 17.75 1417.75 that is choice 2 63 then question number 64 147 148 153 167 and so on as tell me what is the pattern we need to follow here difference why it is difference because the numbers are increasing at a very smaller rate as the differences are increasing at a very smaller rate it must be under numbers are increasing at a smaller rate it must be under difference 1 next one 148 and 153 this is 5 153 and 167 14 next one 167 197 30 1 5 14 30 again now we need to identify the difference 1 and 5 4 and 5 and 9 and 16 ఇవన్నీ చేసుకెళ్ళిపోతారు ఇక మీరు ప్లస్ 25 30 plus 25 is so much 65 and 197 plus 65 is so much 55 and 55 should be added now if you add 55 to this one 253 253 or 252 252 now 252 that is choice 2 next one same question just same pattern then 65 now in this 65 difference is 1 Next difference is so much, next difference is 5, next one is 14, next one is 30. Again 55 should be added here. Now if you add 55, the answer is how much? 232, choice 4 is the answer. Done with this? Now this is paper number 236. Now in this 236, now the questions, please mark them for revision. What are the questions that are to be kept for revision? 61, 62, 63. ఈ మూడు ఇంకోసారి చేసుకోండి. 61, 62, 63, followed by 68 to 73 and 74